Hello, dear friends. Good morning. And today we have Mr. Sanjay Wadhwa, who is an international business coach. And I'm very happy to have Mr. Sanjay in front of me because he is my coach as well. And he's an outstanding coach, guys, because the thing that I like the most about Sanjay is that he's very point blank. There is no gray, it's either white or it's either black, and therefore I find him a very phenomenal, a very outstanding coach. And it's a very special episode today. It's a Republic Day special episode for us. So for the viewers who are new, who are watching this for the first time, I just want to tell you what is this, IAM podcast all about. So IAM is not just a training firm, it's not just a company, but it's an ideology, a philosophy. It's all about me, where a person has taken the accountability and ownership and changed the things for better in their life. And so we have such personalities who come on this podcast. So welcome, Mr. Sanjay, to this podcast.
Thanks, Elvis. Thanks for having me.
And speaking about me, guys, I am Elvis D'Silva, the founder of IAM. We expertise in sales, training, and coaching for the corporates. So the first question, Mr. Sanjay, we would like to know your IAM story, your journey. We know that you have been now 25 years. By the way, guys, Mr. Sanjay is 25 years into this training industry, into the coaching industry. He has trained thousands of individuals, helped them become business coaches across 14 plus countries, if I'm not wrong.
16. Yes.
16. Okay, 16 plus countries. And I don't need to give much introduction. The rest of the details will be available in the description of this video. You can always go and find out more about Mr. Sanjay. So yes, Mr. Sanjay, over to you.
The first thing, Elvis, start calling me Sanjay.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, It just distances us. Okay. So, see, I graduated in 1996, and I graduated from a very obscure college with 47% marks. And at that time, what a young guy used to do when they graduate, and that too with no hope of doing anything more. Even MBA needed a 50% marks, and I had graduated with 47. So I did the first thing that happens, got a job, and I got a job as a sales guy. I worked in sales for a few years and changed like 6 jobs in 4 years. Okay, it wasn't working for me, and somebody said that, Sanjay, why don't you go and attend a personality development program? Your career is going nowhere. So I found out what's happening in Bombay. I live in Bombay, or Bombay at that time, Mumbai now. And I attended a program on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I got to see a trainer make us do things that I never thought I could do, like meet strangers, introduce myself, go out on the road, donate some money, jump around, scream at the top of the voice, a lot of stuff. And I walked away from that program thinking of three things. One, that this song is a gap where I am and where life can actually be, my potential can actually be. Second, I said, you know what? Training really works. If I went into this training and I did things that I never thought I would be able to do in my life, and I had my confidence had gone up, and a lot of things that happened in the training. I said, training is something very, 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 very powerful. And the third thing is, I walked out of there. I was, I think, 24 years old. I said, I want to be a trainer because I like this guy and the power he has to get 300 people to do stuff and make a difference and jump around and this and that and the other. Like, this guy is really cool, man. This is what I want to be. So when I walked out and I started talking to my friends about being a trainer, most people started telling me that, listen, that guy's experience is about 25, 30 years, and you're not even 24, you're not even 25 years of age. How will you be a trainer?
Mhm.
those days, young trainers were not known. I mean, trainers were the people who were, had worked through their life and gotten experience, and now they were teaching.
Mhm.
But I was like, I want to be a trainer, and what does it take? So somebody said, at least start reading books.
Mhm.
Now, I was traveling 2.5 hours one way to get to my job, and 2.5 hours another way to get back home,
Mhm.
and 10 hours of job. So 15 hours. I had friends, I had a girlfriend. So
Mhm.
in all of that, I thought, where is the time to read books? And I have to sleep and get up and get ready and all that. I was just running around in life. So where is the time to read books? So somebody said, this 2.5 hours of train journey, can you read book? And I was like, it's such crowded local train. Local train in Mumbai is extremely crowded. Like you're hanging from the door or whatever. You can't read book at that time.
Mhm.
Somebody suggested that you should go take first class pass, with where at least you'll be able to, get inside, have some space to read book.
Right.
And at that time, I couldn't afford one. I was earning some 1,800 rupees as salary and that. So I went to my boss and said, give me first class pass. He said, why? So I told him, this is what I want to do. I want to read books and all that. So he said, okay, Monday to Friday you read books. Saturday you come and do some teaching to our staff only.
Mhm. Okay.
And that the idea. Monday to Friday, I would read books. Saturday, half day was used to be half day at that time. So I used to go teach the office staff some concepts from the book. And in the evening, I would put a group of my friends together in my living room and I would teach them free personality development. That's how I started my training journey.
Okay.
A few months back, I joined a training company as a sales guy. I was a sales guy.
Okay.
And it had been 12, 13 months since I'd been training these free people and all that. And there was an open program where salespeople from a lot of companies were coming into a sales program. And the trainer met with an accident. His leg got fractured at the last moment and he couldn't come. So the
Mhm.
company decided to return the fees to people. I said, listen, instead of returning the fees, can I do the training? So my boss was the head of the company. He said, "Okay, come into a room, a small green room inside that hotel," and
Mhm.
said, "Okay, tell me, how will you train?" And I gave him a quick 10-minute presentation from all the books that I was reading. It had been 13 months that I'd been reading books and doing some sessions, so I was ready.
Mhm.
So he said, okay, I kind of like what you're doing. Let's go and tell the people. So he went and told people that, listen, you guys are here. The hotel has refused to refund the money. The trainer has met with an accident. The food is ready. So till lunchtime, our junior trainer will train you. If you don't like, then at lunchtime you can ask for a refund. And if you like, then you continue till evening.
Oh.
Nobody asked for a refund. In the evening, the session had gone well. Quite a few people came and said, we really liked. If your junior trainer is this good, we are waiting for the senior trainer to happen and all that. That day, I became a trainer. I started getting sold as a trainer.
Okay.
And it was in 2000 that I started. It's 2025. January 10th is the first session I took in that office room where I trained my co-staff members on some training. Since then, I've been training. I've trained 150,000 people,
Wow.
16 different countries, languages that I didn't know I could train. I was training in English, somebody was translating in Spanish and Malay and a lot of other languages. So yeah, a lot of stuff has happened in 25 years. I think that's my IAAM story.
Wow. So it was mostly offline when you began, and then now, like what I know, you are more now in totally like a lot of online, right?
Yeah. For 20 years, I was just offline.
Oh my.
From 2000 to 2020, when COVID hit, I
Okay.
think most of my training was offline. My
Mhm.
online training started when all of us got hit by COVID and all of that. So, yeah,
Okay.
by necessity, not by choice. But now I love online. I don't want to do offline trainings.
Wow. Your story sounds actually like I was just wondering that it sounds like a nice, wonderful script for a super hit movie.
All
Hello.
right, Elvis, I couldn't hear what you said.
Yeah, I was just saying the story that you mentioned, how
Off. So
you came into the training. It
repeat the question. I couldn't hear what you said. My internet connection kind of wobbled. So go
okay.
ahead.
Is it clear now?
Yes, it's clear now.
Yeah, I was just saying the
Yeah.
story that you just mentioned about how you accidentally came into training. It's a wonderful script for any director to do Rob for a super hit movie.
Not accidental, in fact, by choice. Like, see, in my life, when I got purpose, I think I didn't have purpose. I was just going along, got into sales because that's the only thing I could get a job in. That was
Okay.
accidental. And then kept changing jobs before the company could kick me out. I would change my job. So, you know how people who are not, the career is not taking off, or people who are not successful at doing whatever they're doing, they try to keep doing other things, right? That's how I was. But once I got training as that this is what I want to do in the rest of my life quickly turned around. I did a postgraduate, I got 50% marks, then I did my master's in computer management because somebody said management degree is important for you to be a trainer. um, for 13 or 14 years,
Mhm.
um, every year I used to go to a different country and learn there. So I have like 18 international training and coaching certifications. I am a LP master trainer. I'm certified for emotional intelligence. I am certified for leadership from John Maxwell. I'm certified on coaching. I'm certified on business coaching from Australia, Canada. So I kept going to different places and learn because now I was clear. This is my life. Okay, my intentions were very clear. So training actually was intentional. Sales was very like by default, whatever came my way, whatever is in front of me. But once I decided I want to be a trainer, I've now crafted, like I spent a lot of time on my craft, literally a lot of time. While I was doing 20 days every month of training, I was also spending at least 20 hours every week in honing my own skills.
Wow. That's really, a great learning for all trainers that, to keep on sharpening your saw, unless
Yeah, yeah,
you become an average professional in the market.
correct, correct.
Great. Wonderful. So, Sanjay would like to know how, what is the importance of the role of the right mentor in the life of any professional, especially trainers, coaches, and in today's world, especially on Insta, and you see so many reels coming, and everyone is pulling you towards them and saying, I am the right person, and you come to me, and I will change your life. And there is a lot
Yeah.
of confusion. How should trainers and coaches, come to know that yes, this is the right mentor, and here is where I will go, I will get, the right knowledge to kickstart and upskill myself.
See, there are two things.
Hmm.
I'm coaching. So there is one thing called coaching and one thing called mentoring.
Hmm.
Mentors are important because mentors open doors for you. Mentors believe in you when you don't believe in yourself. Like, right, somebody is, like I had so many opportunities or chances when I got this. Let's say I got the first training where I had to go and train the CEO and his direct reportees. And I was like shivering in my boots. I was, I think, 30 years old. I'd never been a CEO in my life. So I went to my mentors. Her name is Archana, and she just passed away recently. But I went and asked Archana, ki, Archana, how will I do this training? And she just said, I know you can do it. Just go ahead and be yourself. Go. And that one sentence changed my outlook to training, right? And I went in and I expressed myself. I did whatever. I knew that if I failed, then I had already told my boss that I'm gonna fail, right? Stuff like that. People when they believe in you, when they say, I'm here, you just go ahead. Maybe it's all fictitious, but it gave me a lot of courage to go explore stuff that I hadn't explored. So mentors always important. Um, mentors are more on. I think mentors are more on the softer side. They are the cushion behind you. They're the belief system behind you. They open doors for you. They get you connected with the right people. So they are moving you forward. Okay. Coaches, on the other hand, get you to work on yourself,
Hmm.
okay, and prove yourself. Coaches are the one who are like mirror you, where you go and check, hey, what's missing? Hey, is my hair not okay? Let me correct my hair, okay? So coaches are the ones who will actually build your skills so that you can keep moving forward, okay?
Okay.
So it's like if you want to talk about will and skill, coaches work more on your skill, and mentoring or mentors actually keep, fueling your will, right? So like that.
Wow.
Uh, I think coaches are extremely important, and today everybody, their father who can speak is calling themselves a coach. I
Mm-hmm.
don't believe that's the right coach. I mean, choose a coach who's done it.
Mm-hmm.
They've done it, no? I mean, one of the things that you want to really look at is a coach that has done it. Acha, if a coach hasn't done it, that's also okay, because a lot of times coaches themselves haven't done it, but they are a great coach and they've at least gotten a few people to do it.
Got it. Right.
Either or of the
Mm-hmm.
it is important, isn't it? There are people who haven't done it, they haven't gotten others to do it, and they call themselves coaches. Now that's what you got to be wary about. Those are fads. And fads are going to disappear. People who have no substance are going to disappear soon. Okay, see, whenever new technology is coming, like AI has come in right now,
Mm-hmm.
realizing that, and calling themselves as an expert. But soon, what is going to happen is people are going to start sifting and saying, okay, this guy has substance, this guy doesn't have substance, this guy has substance, this guy doesn't have substance. And only those who have substance are going to go ahead. Okay, it has happened time and time again. When PowerPoint presentations came into life, everybody who can present said, hey, we can do this, that, and the other. And then people figured out that presentation is not the only thing. The person who's presenting is the real substance.
Right.
And then start sifting. So it's going to happen. Okay, so if you want to choose the right coach, and if I heard that as a hint in your, then the right coach is at least somebody who's done it, or he's at least gotten a few people to do it. He has the proven track record, and if not, if either of them is not there, and then they have some technology that they're bringing, or some new shit that they're sharing, or new
Mm-hmm.
hack tips that they're giving, then take those tips. It's okay, but they're not coaches. You need those tips. They're important. They've figured it out. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
Then
basically,
some
like he should be a person who has walked the talk, right?
walk the talk, or at least gotten a few people to walk the talk.
Right, right. Perfect. I like this. Mentor is a person who works on your will, and coach is a person who works on your skill. So that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
something, caught my attention. Great, fantastic. So Sanjay, one more question. Like this is a challenge since I also run a batch of trainers, and what I find very common is the struggle to constantly stay motivated and constantly stay inspired, because sometimes these trainers find it so overwhelming that I need to also make a video, I need to do networking, I need to upskill, and how do I go about? So how does one remain motivated and inspired in this?
I don't know which trainers you're talking about,
Uh-huh.
but trainers that are serious about growing in, and why trainers? Anybody who's serious about growing in a profession,
Mhm.
need to give at least 20 hours a week to doing stuff that'll help them grow. Okay.
Okay.
20 is like the minimum. So now let's say I'm a trainer, freelance trainer, and
Mhm.
I work for 5 days in a week, and I train 5 days in a week,
Mhm.
which means 40 hours of my life, 8 into 5, or maybe even 10 into 5, traveling included and all that. 10
Mhm.
into 5, 50 hours have gone into delivering
Mhm.
my product or service so that I can earn money out of it, right? But if I'm not going to spend another 20 hours doing stuff that is going to get me the next set of clients,
Mhm.
then not. And anybody who puts in those extra 20 hours to begin with, so
Mhm.
that they're creating systems and structures where they're going to get the next set of clients, they're going to build their brand, they're going to build their popularity, they're going to sharpen their skills, all of that. If they're not putting in that, and they're hoping and praying that these 5 days a week will continue for lifetime, it's not going to continue for lifetime. No, after some time, five will become four, four will become three, and then there'll be weeks when you have one training and all that. And it's very easy when you're a self, like a solopreneur doing your own self and self-employed. It's very easy to start doing stuff which looks like busy work, but it's not important. Okay, it's not doing anything for you. See, there are three skill sets. that every freelancer, trainer, coach, anybody who's self-employed, consultants, everybody has to learn how to
Mhm.
deliver great results because people pay for results. They don't pay for your services.
Right.
How to market yourself and how to sell. If you don't know these three things, then you got to put time and effort to learn those. In the beginning, you will put 60, 70 hours a week to deliver and learn.
Mhm.
Then that delivery will become so big that you'll start getting more money for less work. So then you can work less in delivery, earn a lot of money, and the rest of the time you can start marketing and selling. And then you find the right balance. And in 40, 50 hours a week, you are marketing, selling, and delivering, and you're getting bigger money than what you were getting earlier. So that's the place to reach. That's the goal. And every trainer must have a daily, weekly, monthly routine of things to do in all the three areas:
Mhm.
marketing and delivery, all the three. Otherwise, the balance is off. Then
So
they're not.
Sanjay, when it comes to marketing, which according to you is the best channel today?
No, it depends. There are tons of channels. So for consultants and for coaches, LinkedIn could be one of the channels. X could be another channel.
Yeah.
For people who are in visual medium, YouTube could be a great channel. We don't have TikTok in India, but world over, TikTok has taken the world by storm. YouTube Shorts in India are big as well. So it's not like one shoe fits all,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
you find out where is your audience and then go behind that. If you're going to sell to younger audience, then go to Instagram, Snapchat, those places. If you have slightly more mature audience, you're selling to women, then Facebook is a place where they're present. If you're selling to corporates, then they're present on LinkedIn. So it depends on who you're selling to and
Got it.
where are they present, and you go there. For a lot of other businesses, offline is a great channel as well. They forget that offline is a great place to go get clients.
Mm-hmm. Wow, wonderful. So, Sanjay, since you have such a vast experience and you are like completely into it, where do you see, are these professionals, especially trainers, coaches, where are they blocked? Like, what do they need to overcome, which will not change the game for them?
I'm going to be the blunt self that you told.
Yes.
Trainers and coaches, including me when I was young,
Mm-hmm.
okay, we think a lot about ourselves. We have a chip on our shoulder. Okay, we
Okay.
think that my training is the best. I'm the most, the best out there in the world, and we need that confidence because we are always presenting and in front of people. We need that confidence to stay alive, right?
Right.
But listen, the world has shifted. People are no longer entertained by training and coaching and gimmicks and all that. People want to see tangible results. People are paying money now for results. Money is becoming dearer, right? Which means earlier, there was a lot, people would spend a lot freely. Now there's just so many options that people are holding that money and saying, I will choose only one out of 50 people who I will spend money. So people want to spend money
Mhm.
with trainers and coaches who can guarantee results,
Okay.
tangible. Tangible results are measurable. Like needle was here and it moved here. So only when it's tangible, there's a movement and it's measurable, then
Mhm.
people pay money. See, look, if I'm selling a bottle of water, okay, and I'm selling it in the middle of the city where water is freely available, then this water bottle is going to cost me like, a few rupees. But if I sell it in the middle of a desert where water is not available, there's a problem, okay? And this water will be the solution. I can sell it for 5 times, 10 times more. And if I meet somebody who's dying of thirst in the middle of a desert, then to that person, this bottle of water is like, do you take my whole property, but I need this bottle of water, otherwise I'm going to die, right?
Right.
So same product, what problem are you solving? What is the size of the problem? If you can identify who has the problem and what is the size of the problem for that person, if I can go and guarantee result by solving that problem, then I'll get a lot more money. Most trainers and coaches are stuck because they don't understand that. They call themselves communication skills trainer or team building trainer or this trainer or that trainer, conflict skill, resolution trainers or leadership trainers. I once met a communication trainer and he said, "What do you do?"
Mm-hmm.
He said, "I teach communication." I said, "Okay, that's one way to present yourself. Now, let me give you a different perspective of communication trainer. What if you said, hey, I work with the CEOs of large organizations and I teach them how to express their mission and vision to their teams such that the teams buy into it and they give their life to make those dreams come true."
Wow.
What's the difference between the two? One is giving a service and one is presenting them with a solution, saying, boss, you're a CEO. What if I can teach you how to communicate to your team in a way that you inspire them? Like you really rally your whole organization behind you to get the vision. Oh, I never thought like that. Yeah, you never think like that because you're commoditizing yourself. If you're a communication skills trainer, you're one amongst thousand. But if you're somebody who works with CEOs and teaches them how to inspire through communication, you're probably one of one or one of five, which means there's less competition and there's more money in the business. I,
Exactly.
but if I'm able to express where trainers and coaches are stuck, but did you get that?
Yeah, yeah. So like what you said, like if I just would like to summarize that, most of the trainers are speaking the language of process, right? Not the outcome.
Yes, yes, yes. Very good. Super cool. Correct, correct. Most of the trainers
Mm-hmm.
speak technical jargon. Like I don't know. I deal with I see a lot of image consultants. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people. I'm a certified image consultant. And look, you go and ask a layman what is an image consultant. The layman doesn't know. So who are you saying image? You know yourself as an image consultant. That's a
Mm-hmm.
tag that you understand what an image consultant does and all that. And a lot of these image consultants will say, I do ABC, attitude, behavior, this and something that they have. Yeah, but look, ask a layman what's an image consultant. They probably think it's to do with PR or
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Their
Right.
expectations are completely different. Okay, so how can you explain stuff to your client in their language rather than your language? Like, I meet so many people, they say I do EFT. I don't know what EFT is. Like a layman
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't understand what EFT is. Somebody says I'm an NLP trainer. What does an NLP trainer do? I like no. In the trainer's world, we know these terms. These are technical terms that we trainers understand. But does the client understand? And the client doesn't understand. Whenever somebody's confused, human beings, whenever they're confused, they don't take action. So if somebody didn't understand what you're saying, they'll say, okay, we'll think about your services at some time. Right now, I'm not ready. But if the NLP trainer said that, every human being has mind blocks to
Mm-hmm.
achieve their potential. I know mental exercises. I do mental exercises with you so that I can help you overcome those mental blocks so that you can be a peak performer.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be much simpler to for a layman to understand and say, yeah, yeah, that's right. I know what you're talking about.
It's more appealing because I think, like what even I have identified, most of the trainers and coaches are speaking the language of models and modules
Yeah, yeah,
rather than stitching their service to the outcome.
yes,
So
yes,
that's a great insight. I think every trainer, every viewer who's listening to this should, ponder more on this.
yeah.
I think this needs a little, we are very hardwired as adults. It needs some time to transition from here.
Do you want me to deepen this? I'll deepen this
Yes,
with
yes,
one more.
please.
2 more minutes to do this. Okay. See, most trainers they know a few things. Like when I started, I knew customers. I started as a customer service trainer. Okay, so I understood customer service, service excellence, and I used to do those programs. Then I went into communication. Then I went into so I kept going up and up like that, right? So we know a few things, and then we think that that's how I need to define myself.
Right.
Instead of the real approach should be, hey, which is the client type that I resonate with?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And after a lot of time, I think because I also have a business and I've been a business owner for sometimes I struggled, I almost went bankrupt. I came back from bankruptcy and I, created a large business for myself and all of that. I understand the struggles of a business owner. So I resonate with a business owner. Okay.
Right.
So now I identified that, okay, I resonate with business owners. And then I say, okay, what are the top problems of a business owners that I can solve with my strengths?
Mhm.
And that's when I said, okay, business owners' biggest problem is how do I grow my business to its fullest potential? I think my business can do 5 times more, but I don't know how to get there.
Mhm.
I'm struggling my way through it. I try a few things, some things work, some things don't work, this, that. So that's when I said, okay, this is the gap that I want to plug. Okay. And I went and learned how to become a business coach. And I started coaching business owners to be learn the science of business so that they can grow their business.
Okay.
And I've helped businesses grow 4 times in 1 year, 375%, 20 crores to 75 crores in 1 year, like that. Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, but most trainers, they will keep looking at what do I know, and try and project that outwards,
Okay.
thinking everybody has the same problem. Everybody doesn't have that problem. Like, if I'm a communication skills trainer and I go to a business owner and say, I'll teach you communication skills because you have communication skills problem.
Mhm.
The business owner doesn't get up in the morning and think that, oh, I have communication skills problems, so I have to solve that. He
Right.
gets up in the morning and says, I have a cash flow problem. I have to pay money and I don't have money. I have a profit problem. This year I didn't make enough money. I want to make more money. He gets up in the morning thinking of those problems. So if you can catch a client and what are the problems they think they have, and
Got it.
you give them a solution. First, give them the solution that they actually want,
Mhm.
and then you can also feed them whatever they need. Okay, once I teach them how to make more profit, I can also teach them communication skills. I can also teach them leadership. I can also teach them NLP. I teach them everything. But first, I give them what they actually want. They are
Want.
searching in the market for.
Right. First, give them what they want, then what they need, right? That is
Then
a
give them. Yeah.
yeah, I could relate. Like, I think what we are doing mostly, like even at times me, like whatever I have my product, I first make the product and then find the buyer. I actually first need to find the pain of the prospects and then make the product, right?
I'll give you an example. I went to a webinar.
Uh-huh.
Um, where I had 100 of my ideal clients. And I asked them, hey, what's your biggest problem? Go to the chat box and type. And whatever they said, whatever came out as the biggest problem, I announced the next webinar and I got everybody to register for that one because most of them had that problem. Instead of me inventing what I want to give them in my webinar or in my value addition sessions and etc., I asked them, what is the biggest problem you have? And whatever they said is the problem, my next webinar topic was that. And a lot of people then said, yeah, this problem I want a solution to. That's how it works.
Great. Fantastic. Connected to this, Sanjay, there is a lot of noise around niche, and everyone is trying to find out what's my niche, what will work, what will not work, and what's in demand. Can you throw some clarity on this niche noise?
Yeah, I was also on the same bandwagon, and I'm getting off it now. I don't think niche is as important as people have made it out to be. Um, but if you want to grow faster, then you want to start by catering to one client. Okay, and niche is essentially a combination of who and what. So, who am I serving, and what problem am I solving?
Right.
I work with children, and I get them good grades.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a niche. Okay. I
Right.
work with parents and I teach them how to handle their teens. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a niche. Okay. I work with middle managers and I teach them how to lead teams in a way that the teams can produce bigger, better results. That's a niche. So who do I work with and what results am I trying to give them? When you have a statement like that and you harp on that one statement again and again and again and again, you're creating a brand recall, right? People say, oh, management training or managerial middle manager training. No, this guy does it. Why? Because that's the recall that they have about you.
Right.
Oh, you want to talk about good grades. No, there is this guy. Oh, you want to do memory training. There is this guy. Oh, you want to do investment training. So what happens in the noise? You're harping on one thing again and again. You're creating a small niche or small block for yourself. Like, that's what is a niche, right? So if you want to grow faster, then that's the way. But listen, there are people who are successful doing different things as well, but it just takes time,
Got
more effort, money, and consistent work. If you do that, then you're going to be successful immaterial of whatever you do. But if you want to grow faster, shortcut. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then the shortcut way is pick one client and one problem and you build your brand on that. And after your brand is built and you made a lot of money, you can take that money and build a brand on another subject as well. So you now become an expert at two subjects and or a third subject.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do that, but it takes time, effort, and money. If you're broad, if you're narrow, then it's faster and quicker. You make money and then take that money and build more brand. Like Geo is now in telephone and this and that and the other. It's Reliance Fresh and this. And so they're in many things. Why they're in many things? Because they have enough money to build brands.
Correct.
But if you start today with zero money and only effort, then they would probably go behind one area and first build their brand in that area, make a lot of money, and then go into another business.
Right. So like if to just to verify, every niche has a market.
Uh, yes, more or less. I mean, if
Okay.
you think of global,
Uh-huh.
if you stop thinking local, then every niche has a market. As long as you find 50,000 people
Mhm.
in a similar problem, you
Okay.
can make, you can easily make 1 million in that.
Wow.
It's
So
it's
it has a market provided. How do you market it? Right.
Yeah, yeah. Provided you reach those people and you talk to them about their pain, and
Mhm.
most of them, if you really understood their pain, they will say, yeah, yeah, I have that pain. Do you have a solution? Like they'll come and ask you because they haven't found a solution, right? That's why they have a pain.
Also, like, would you say it's right to make if there are people who are not aware that they have the pain? Is it okay to make them aware?
No, repeat the question, please. I couldn't. Your
I
voice
think
kind
my voice is echoing. Is it okay to
of.
make them aware that they have this pain?
Yeah. See, there are again, if we're getting into technical territory, I will
Uh-huh.
get into territory. I'm okay to do it. There are 5 levels of clients. Okay, one level of client is problem unaware. उसको मालूम ही नहीं है problem है. I don't know what the problem is, so I'm blissfully unaware. So for them, you have to educate that
Mhm.
hey, you see these symptoms. These means that you have a problem.
Right.
Okay, that's like, hey, are you not growing? Are you stagnant? Are you this? Are you that? And they say, yeah, yeah, yeah. That means you have this problem. Can you go and check whether you have the problem? So you're making them aware of the problem.
Got it.
Then clients who are problem aware,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not solution aware. Like they don't know that there is a solution to this. They're just happily or painfully living with the problem.
Right.
Haven't found somebody who can help them.
Okay.
Okay. Then there is a third category that is solution aware. They know there is a solution. They may be able to afford it, not afford it, but they know there is a solution in the market and they've tried a few, they've gone to a few webinars, tried a few people out, done some small courses around it. Maybe they're burnt because they thought that this will provide solutions, but it didn't. And then they are very cautious. And for them, what you want to do is you want to tell them how you are different and
Mm-hmm.
what is your guarantee. Okay, why are you better than everybody else,
Right.
right? Then there are clients who are aware of your solution, like they've been following you for some time.
Okay.
I know quite a few people who've been thinking about my courses for a couple of years before they approached me and said, I've been following you for 2 years. I didn't have the courage or I didn't have resources or whatever. I was not ready at that time, but now I'm ready and buy from. So they're aware of your solution. And if you think that people make buying decisions in one day, they don't. They take years sometimes. And it's okay for you to keep building relationship, keep presenting, keep being in front of them, keep reminding them that you're available. And then there are clients which are most aware, like they know everything and they will take the decision only when they want to take the decision. You
Right.
can't them. You are like they are the one who've done all the research and all. They've gone to various places, and so you can just be present and present your solutions in front of them and let them take the decision. No need to influence them. No need to push them. Nothing. Nothing. So those are the 5 categories. Now based
Okay.
on where you find your client.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like when you think about, for example, I know of a friend of mine who's a trainer and who gets children to do memory, and do feats with memory that they
Okay.
can get recorded in record books like Limca Book of Records and Guinness Book of Records and all that.
Uh-huh.
Now, that's not a problem that most parents are aware of. And some parents, when they get aware, okay, oh, I can get my kid to practice memory in such a way that they can get recorded in a record book, then they want it. Once they
Okay.
get aware of it. So
Mm-hmm.
his market is probably solution aware, unaware. Like they don't even know that there is a solution like that, that they can, their children can actually learn and get into books of records. Right. So that kind of a thing you want to market that way, right? You want to present solution in front of as many number of parents so that they say, oh, aisa bhi hota hai, this is possible, I want it.
Right.
uh, in my case, I'm a business coach. Most business owners know there is a business coach, and my market is now very mature. They're saying, why this business coach? Why
Okay.
should I have this guy? They already know there are many people. So I have to now present myself as a different coach than anybody else. And I need to have a stronger social proof saying, hey, look, these many people have been impacted by me, and these are the results. And I have to constantly be on that track.
Mhm.
I don't have to showcase anything. They know my product, they know my services, they know, but they're just saying, why you and why not this guy? You prove to me why you and why not this guy all the time. So I
Right.
have to do that. So their marketing is different, right? Like that.
Like I was just watching one podcast yesterday, Sanjay. In that there was a choreographer, and now there are so many choreographers in the market. Now this choreographer spent a lot of time to find her USP. Like how can she be different? And she is a choreographer who teaches to dance you by sitting on the chair. You don't even have to stand. Like it's a completely unimaginable thing that you can dance even by sitting, and it's like a super hit. Like she's getting such a lot of clients for that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, also, think the differentiator can come from what problems you solve.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So a lot of business coaches, and there are tons of those, some solve operational problems, some
Mm-hmm.
solve this, some solve that problem. I help people double their profits with money back guarantee.
Okay. Okay.
Because I double your profit. Now, how I do it, that's my game. That's the, for that you got to meet me, and no other coach is saying that, and I say that that's my differentiator, that I can help you double your profits, or I'll refund the fees to you. It's like that powerful for
Can
me.
you tell us
So
more about your business coaching, Sanjay?
I'll tell you, I've been coaching businesses for 8 years now,
Mhm.
and what I essentially have understood is that for any business, the growth engine is essentially marketing and sales.
Right.
You have a rusty body on your car, broken seats,
Mm-hmm.
tire with low air pressure, bad tires, bad windshield, everything. But if the engine is shiny and is working fine, your car will move.
Right.
And if you have the most shiniest body, great seats, great tires, everything, but the engine is rusty and it's not working, you'll not be able to move. Most people try keeping their car shiny by waxing it, polishing it, painting it, seats better, interior
Mm-hmm.
nice and all that. They forget that the engine is really marketing and sales. Marketing and sales are the only two functions that bring money. Everything else doesn't money. You can be the best, like I know I'm a trainer, right? I can be the best trainer in the world, but if nobody knows I'm the best trainer, what's the point? Marketing and
Right.
sales allows for that to happen, that people will know that okay, this guy is a great trainer. Do I need to be a great trainer? Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, the body has to be shiny, but body has to be shiny and engine has to be working. The engine not working, body shiny doesn't
So
matter.
marketing and sales is the engine.
Yes.
Oh.
Marketing and sales is the only thing that will take your business forward. No, that's the only way money is coming in.
So selling is one of the most important skills, right, Sanjay, for any professional.
Correct.
But sadly, I think from even what I observe, like many of us are not that great at selling, and many of us shy of selling. It is like looked down upon thing. Like selling is looked down upon thing. There is something, in the mindset that I'm being manipulative, and I'm not serving. I'm just trying to, manipulate and sell my stuff.
Yeah, yeah, happens. And look, there are non-salesy ways of selling.
Mhm.
For the last 4 years, I've been training and certifying people to become business coaches. I've now finished or in the process of training about 114 coaches from many countries. I have coaches from India, Dubai, Sharjah, Oman,
Mhm.
um, Qatar, Kuwait, Turkey, Egypt, Malaysia, Singapore, Pakistan. I have like coaches from everywhere. Okay. And most of these coaches, they have, and what we teach them is a method of creating a very lucrative offer. And if they present this offer to 10 people, just present it, forget selling, present the offer to 10 people, three will buy.
Wow.
All they need is be present in front of 100 people of their ideal clients who have a problem and say, hey, if you have a problem, get on a call with me. They get on a call, they first solve a few, give them a few ideas that solves some portion of the problem,
Mhm.
and says, hey, if you want me to work with you to double your profits, here is a lucrative offer. And when clients go through the offer, most of them say, I don't want this. This is a no-brainer. Okay, it really works for me. And that becomes a non-salesy way of selling. You just present the offer. Some say yes, some say no. 30% of the people say yes.
Right. So, Sanjay, whom is this course for and whom is it not for? This business coaching.
Business coaching is for three or four types of clients.
Okay.
One, for trainers and coaches who want to create high ticket offers, who want to sell something which is premium. Okay, my coaching services, I sell for $30,000 a year. That's 24 lakh rupees, give or
Mm-hmm.
take. Some of my other coaches sell it for 12,000, which is 15 lakh rupees. Not bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they sell it for. 15 lakh per year. If you get five clients, you're making good amount of money. But that's premium offering, right? So somebody who wants to have a premium offering and the confidence to deliver the results of
Mm-hmm.
that need, that people are willing to pay you premium offering, those are the ones that can go for this course. It's a career course, okay, which means if they start being a business coach, they can earn money till the last year of their life. And I have clients from US, Australia, Singapore, Malaysia. I teach them how to have international clients. Some of my coaches have clients from London, from Dubai, from various places. So, which means you can have international clients sitting at in India at your home. Maybe in Jumri Talaya, you can actually have clients from US and you can coach them, right? So that's a very powerful place to be in. So if you want a tangible solution, want to earn in dollars, want to spend in rupees or your local currency, then that's one of the people that this is an ideal fit for. Another is think of people who are working in organizations. Like I was head of department for a Fortune 500 company here in India, and I was bored. I mean, I was not enjoying the job. I was cranky and all of that, and I wanted to do something on my own. Now, something can be very scary if you do it alone, but if you do it in a group of community of 150 people who are all traveling in the same boat and develop a skill that doesn't take too much capital investment to start on your own, and you can very quickly surpass your salary and actually work less number of hours, spend time with family, go on vacations, do stuff that you love while earning a lot of money. It's good for those. So if you're in sales, operations, marketing, supply chain, you're in middle manager and you're not growing anymore. You're not enjoying your job. You want to do something of your own. You're at an age where you say, this is the time that if I don't start, then this is a good option for you.
Okay.
Third, you're a chart accountant or a company secretary or a consultant like that, and you want to add to your income. Like you're already doing well,
Mm-hmm.
but you want to add some more money by giving 5-10 hours every week. You can want to earn 5-10 lakh rupees extra.
Mm-hmm.
Then you. So those are the kind of people that usually come in. I have some IIM professors, some retired CFOs of large organizations, some CEOs of large organizations who are currently CEO but want to do something on their own. They're also going through the course. So there are all kinds of people who go through the course, but ideally, like for these three, four categories, people, it's really, really
Got it.
lucrative.
Got it. Wow. Sanjay, one more question that was, I wanted to ask you. Like, it will really help all the professionals, especially our trainers and coaches. Like with this boom of AI, yeah,
Yeah.
what trends do you see in the next 3 to 5 years? What changes do you see? How should these trainers be ready and equip themselves? What competencies should they have?
I'm not sure of competencies and all that, but I know it's going to be easier for people to be successful in
Mm-hmm.
knowledge-driven professions using AI, which means you got to be even more sharper and have more substance because anybody can dish out the level one knowledge now. It's not required for you to study and research. Earlier, like I remember, if I had to deliver an 8-hour training, I had to do 20 hours of research.
Correct.
Now, that 20 hours of research is really boiled down to like 1 hour. But 1 hour is going to give you surface level information,
Hmm.
and you will need to get into the depth of it, research, like real research. Like, I know how people who write books, they meet 1,000 people and they do statistics and they found that, okay, we studied 1,000 people and these are the findings. That kind of stuff in the knowledge domain is going to have more value
Okay.
over 3 4 years because basic level is going to be available to everybody. So the bar has gone up, which
Right.
means trainers have more prep to do. They have to get into areas where their delivery is going to be full of substance.
Right. So like earlier trainers were seen like who are going to deliver some content and knowledge. Today it's who are going to deliver application, right?
Results.
Results.
Results. Trainers are going to be expected to produce results.
Got it.
So you don't teach me conflict resolution.
Hmm.
Uh, get my team to complete the project on time by resolving conflicts.
Yes, exactly. To stitch it with the outcomes. Whatever
Yeah,
we do, we need to stitch it with the outcomes.
yeah, yeah.
Great. Fantastic. So yes, Sanjay, that was a wonderful, wonderful conversation. Every viewer who watches this, please watch it. The details of Sanjay will be there in the description of this video if you want to get connected with Sanjay. And also do share it with others if you feel someone would need these insights that are being shared in this video, in this podcast. So Sanjay, now something really very interesting, guys. A rapid fire round for Sanjay.
Okay,
So are you ready, Sanjay?
go for it.
Okay, great. Your favorite food?
Pasta.
Wow. Favorite holiday destination?
I've gone to a lot of places, but
Mhm.
Manali, I love
Ali.
Manali.
Okay, great. Favorite movie?
Uh, can I name two?
Yes.
The Godfather, because it's so layered and so deep, and In Pursuit of Happiness for the message that it gets to us.
Wow. I'm planning to watch it since such a long time. I need to grab it now since you have said. Some funny moment in your training in these so many years of experience.
It's very private. But one day, I was a very young trainer and used to be very cocky. You
Okay.
know, you need to project, right, all the time, confidence and all that.
Mhm.
So one day, a guy walked in late into the training and he said, "Hi, I'm Sanjay." And I said, "I'm Ramesh." And I said, "No, you're not Ramesh, you're late." He said, "I am the head of the department. I'm paying you the money, so I can walk in whatever time." Fuck,
Oh
what
my God.
embarrassing was that? Is not. Yeah.
Okay, okay. One big lesson that you have learned in these 25 years of your experience.
Work on your craft and deliver on the results. Nobody cares about the process. I mean, you can do a shitty training as long as it produces results, and you can do the best training and it didn't produce the results. You're not going to be valued. You're going to be valued by the results that you produce. Honestly,
Great, fantastic. One big mistake that you made.
a lot of certifications. I am. I've
Okay.
spent nothing less than $100,000, 85 lakh rupees.
Uh-huh.
I've traveled to US. See, everything has taught me. It's not like it hasn't taught me, but I thought that certification will define me. Like if I have certifications, then that will make me somebody great in my client's eye. It really doesn't matter. Knowledge matters, certifications don't. So as long as you have knowledge and you don't get a certificate, that's fine. But nowadays, certification is all about you attend 3 days program, I'll give you a certificate, right?
Right.
So yeah, knowledge matters. I'm not saying knowledge doesn't matter. A lot of knowledge in that, but certifications don't run behind that. So don't spend money because it's a branded certification.
Mhm.
That I've now come to believe is of no use. But find right people who can give you the right knowledge. That's more powerful. Go give more money to them. I'm happy. But if you spend money on branded certification, thinking the certification is going to define you, it doesn't define you.
Sanjay, this TEDx talks and right, coming out with a book and getting some record on your name. Is this that, the tire and that color of the car and not the engine? Okay, okay.
In some sections it does matter.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it's all vanity matrix. Okay.
Okay,
I
okay.
know of somebody who's on LinkedIn who
Mm-hmm.
has 7,000 connections
Mm-hmm.
and makes easily $500,000 from those 7,000 connections. And then I know of trainers who have 30,000 followers, and then they don't make any money out of it. Whenever they post, they get 500 likes, but those likes are not converting. So then
Got
who's better? I don't know who's better. So if you do TED Talk, it's great. You should do TED Talk. You should build your brand. But are you using that brand to make money, or are you just using the brand and being happy that I'm a three-time TED Talk TED speaker or four-time TED speaker? By the way, TED speakers are jumping up and down nowadays. So it's becoming again a common phenomenon that anybody who can speak a TED speaker, because TED organizers are not finding the right people.
it.
So um, so look, it's good. It builds your brand, but then convert that to money. Otherwise, it's a waste.
Like it's a good to have, not a must to have, right?
It's a good to have or must to have if you can convert it. If you
Convert it,
can
right?
convert it into money, if your
Got it.
body is shiny and you say I'll because my body is shiny, I'll sell the car for 10,000 rupees more. Then there is a benefit. But if the car is shiny, engine is not working and it's not selling only, then what's the point?
Yeah, it's all
Like
sushi.
it's that tiny a car, but it's not selling it, so it doesn't move only, so it doesn't sell only. So what's the point?
Got it, got it. Great, fantastic. One skill you wished you had mastered earlier.
Marketing,
Okay.
marketing.
Great. And
Oh my,
sales also?
marketing more than sales. See, it's like if you throw a stone in a crowd, it's going
Mm-hmm.
to hit somebody. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if I have the skill of building a crowd,
Mm-hmm.
a tribe of my own, which is marketing. Okay, 1,000 people follow me. I announce something like a course, 5, 10 will buy, even if I don't know how to sell. Of course, if I know to sell, I'll sell it to 30. But if I have a sizable tribe,
Mm-hmm.
sales is automatically marketing bigger than sales.
Okay, great. Your role model.
So I don't have a role model like one. I have areas I have role model like,
Mm-hmm.
like looking at positive ways of life is, and I just follow Tony Robbins like crazy. I follow his videos, etc. Like that. If I look at business, I follow Jay Abraham. So I
Mm-hmm.
follow people who I like. Okay. Like one role model that shaped me. There are many people who've contributed to my success by infusing thoughts from time to time. But no, I don't have like one role model.
Some specific, yes, great. If not a coach or trainer, what would you had been? What would you be? What would you
Marketing,
pursue?
marketing,
Marketing.
marketing head.
Okay.
Now,
One most memorable moment of your life.
when I did my first training and nobody walked out. Like there was a choice. People had to walk out, but nobody walked out. I could hold their attention.
Okay,
Most
great. One dream client or project that you wish to have.
not that. I'm living my dream right now.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, me and my partner, we once sat down and crafted the vision for our organization. We said 100,000 small businesses will realize their fullest potential and become big. And then in the next instant, we said two people cannot be coaching and working with 100,000 people. Business not going to happen.
Right.
And that's when we created a course which is a international business coaching certification program. We have now done 114 trained 114 coaches. uh, I will do 1,000. Okay, in the next 3 years, 1,000 coaches, and each coach working with 100 businesses is 100,000. Okay, it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
We are on the way. Our course is becoming better and better. It's competing with international coaches of similar repute, and you
Mm-hmm.
know, cases, our courses in some areas we are better than what others have, because of course we learned from what they don't have and we added those and all. But yeah, we are getting there now. We have a software that generates AI support for coaches. We're doing a lot of stuff for our coaches. In the next 3 years we're going to go be international. Like we are in the Middle East and Southeast Asia, but we want to go to US, Australia. So if one dream has to come true, and that is conquer tier one countries and take our course there.
Wow. Great clarity. That is what I like most, guys, about Sanjay. Is so clear about, and I think which is so rare. And
Yeah.
this is clarity is really the power which Sanjay has. So, Sanjay, one advice that you would give your younger self in one line.
Don't think of what you can do. Think of what problem people have and how you can solve those.
Okay. Wow.
When I started my business, I started my business by saying, what do you know? Okay, training, let's start a training company. And I struggled with it quite a bit. Okay. But the moment I realized that instead of looking at what I can do, let me see what clients have and start addressing those problems. For that, if I need to build skill, if I need to build capability, let me build that.
Mm-hmm.
That made it easy for me to then grow my business very rapidly.
Okay. Wonderful. So, Sanjay, 10 years from today, fast forward. The Sanjay 10 years from today. So that is 2035.
I'll be known for making a transformation to the small medium business community. I'll be for being a coach that created so many coaches that we actually made a dent to some countries' economies by helping business owners grow. So yeah,
Great, great. It has been wonderful, Sanjay, talking to you. I didn't know when we have been talking now for the past 1 hour.
yeah. Oh man, yeah.
Podcast, which was planned for 30 minutes, has gone to 1 hour, and a
Yeah.
lot of learnings. Actually, it was
Yeah.
like I'm sitting in a class with you. I learned a lot, and I'm very sure all those who will be watching this will be getting a lot of learnings. So thanks
Hopefully.
once again, Sanjay. A very big thanks to you. Any final
You
words you would like to say before we finally conclude?
want me to say it publicly?
Publicly.
With you have the potential of doing 10 times, 50 times more than what you're doing right now.
Mhm.
Not bad work, but you got to start narrowing your focus,
Mhm.
and you're too broad. And another thing I think I'll let you know is you're too available.
Okay.
Too available, people don't value you.
Got
Okay, so my to you and everybody else out there is listen, add value to people, but don't be too much out there that people say, oh, this guy I've seen so many times, forget, what, and that. So don't be that person, and please narrow your focus down and grow faster, quicker, all the very best
So
to
Sanjay has
you.
just proved what I told you in the beginning. Is point blank, and that is why what I love about him. My life has changed, especially after coming in touch with Sanjay. And whoever comes in touch with Sanjay, definitely it will make a very big difference in their life. So once again, a very big thanks, Sanjay, and have a good
Thank you.
day. Thank you, everyone.
Bye, Elvis. Take care. Bye bye.